Okay, what's your name?
Candice.
Okay, how old are you, Miss Candice?
I'm 34.
Where are we located at, Miss Candice?
In Illinois.
Tell us about your upbringing, where you from, how you grew up.
I grew up in Illinois, East St. Louis, Illinois. I grew up in foster care. I was kind of all around the place. It wasn't a nice upbringing, but kind of raised myself. My sister's deceased. She raised me kind of the majority of the time.
What led to you being in foster care?
My sister, she was always the one that had to watch us, so I guess abandonment.
What happened with your parents?
They wasn't together. They kind of sort of did their own things in life.
Yeah. So how many brothers and sisters do you have?
Collectively, on my mom and dad's side together, it's 8 of us.
Okay. What schools did you go to growing up?
Kind of a lot of them. I had behavior problems. In the end, I ended up at Emerson Park Youth Field in East St. Louis.
Has there been anybody influential in your life along the way to try to help you and guide you, mentor you?
Yes, my sister, but she's deceased, Lakeisha Johnson.
Do you have any children?
I do. I have 8 children.
Wow. Where are your children?
We're all separated. I have children. Like my oldest, I have a grandson. Let's just say here in Illinois and in Texas. Missouri, Illinois, and Texas.
So, did you graduate from school?
From high school? Yeah, sort of. I did, but I didn't.
What happened after high school?
I put myself through college, and then while I was in college, I ended up going to prison for 7.5 years.
What was the circumstances behind you going to prison?
They say I got in trouble, but I didn't speak on what the circumstances actually were. So I decided to just do the time to get it over with.
What prison did you go to?
Dwight, and when they closed it down, they transferred me to Logan.
How long did you stay?
7.5 years.
What was the plan when you got out?
To be successful. I just wanted to be successful. I just wanted to be a great mom. And I just wanted to be someone that my parents never were.
What are your plans for now? Like, what's led to you being out here?
I left a relationship in Appleton, Wisconsin. The person I was with he wasn't so good for me or my children. It wasn't right. It wasn't the most healthiest situation to have my children in. So I decided to come back here. And once I came here, he came here. One of his parents passed away, and he took money from me, took my vehicle, and there was nothing the police would do about it because both of our names was on it, so I kind of took a loss. So I made the decision to make sure my children were safe, and they left me homeless.
What about jobs? Have you ever held a job working?
Yeah, actually I'm a CNA, but I have to recertify my CNA license. And when I called myself trying to switch my CNA license from Wisconsin back to Illinois, they called it in the system and said that I had to recertify, and I had to go to copy bin to fingerprint in because I had a valid prom, and they said that I would have to wait 180 days to start working. And with me waiting that 180 days, it led to me being depressed, here out on the streets, homeless, people that I thought I could lean on, I couldn't lean on. I really didn't get the help that I thought I would get. Like, I really had nobody to go to ask them could I have somewhere to stay, somewhere to sleep, somewhere to eat. It was a few various peoples, which were friends and God brothers and sisters, but like, let's just say it was a rough time.
How long have you been homeless?
For over a year.
What's that experience been like for you?
It's been terrible.
Or are you seeking help through the shelters and hospitals and churches?
I once did. Actually, you can call 211 on your phone every day, and they'll let you know if it's a bit of a state of Illinois or Missouri. But when the COVID-19 came, like the beds got full because after, I guess, the eviction thing, a lot of people were evicted, and so all the beds are filled right now. And it's been like that for a long time.
So where do you sleep every night?
Wherever God leads me.
Do you eat every day?
I do.
What do you do for money?
I panhandle. I ask people for help. I tell the truth that I'm homeless. Trying to get somewhere to stay, something to eat. Help me.
What's the roughest part about being homeless, in your opinion?
Roughest part is you can meet some people that have very wicked minds, evil hearts, and they'll hurt you.
How do you stay safe out here? How do you avoid the danger?
I haven't. I've been through the danger, and so I just stay to myself.
Do you want to speak on the dangerous point in your life that you had to face being out here?
Yes, people have stuck me with needles. They have AIDS, blood in it, HIV. I've been raped, all kind of different things.
Have you been in any churches seeking help?
Yes.
Have they helped?
Yeah, they did help.
What type
as
of...
much as they could. They feed me, clothe me, would pay for my shelter for the night or the day, but they're not rich. Give me some resources.
Would you say that it's an epidemic with homelessness out here?
Really bad. And I don't think it's just this state.
Would you say that it's a lot of young people on the street as opposed to older people? Or would you say it's a mixture?
People.
Okay. Have you met more good than bad people out here?
No.
So what's a typical day for you, Miss Candice? When you get up in the morning, what's the plan?
Sometimes I've been up all night, and the plan is to survive.
Do you pray?
Yes, a lot.
You have a strong faith?
Yeah, I do. He's with us right now.
Yes. And you say your kids are spread out from state to state. Are they okay? When do you talk to them?
I only get to talk to my boys, 2 of my boys, on Facebook, on Messenger with their dad. And I get to talk to my sister in Texas, and she let me know what's going on with my 4-year-old. She has a 2-year-old, and she's adopting my 4-year-old. And my oldest daughters and my oldest son, I've reached out to my oldest son, Dad, a few times. We've had small conversations. My oldest daughters, I have not been able to get in contact with them. And my youngest baby, my cousin have him in Missouri. He actually got him straight from the hospital. So I'll be just praying for the best and hoping that one day I'll be blessed with another place and be reunited with my kids. That's all I want.
So the plan is to get back into the CNA world and start working and work towards a better life so you can get your kids back.
Yes, I just want to be a great mom.
And what are you doing in the meantime until that happens?
Well, right now, I'm waiting for my birth certificate and social security card to come to St. Vincent de Paul so I can get an ID and praying for better days.
Is St. Vincent de Paul a place to be? Are they really helping? Are they helpful in your search or your strategy for getting back on your feet?
Yeah, Miss Pat actually helps it helps without a doubt. She helps with a lot. But it's also a lot of us that be there too. She can only do so much.
How long did they say you have to wait for your birth certificate?
Until it came in the mail. The longest I believe it would take is like maybe 3 to 6 weeks, I'm not sure.
So St. Vincent de Paul, is that a place you stay at nighttime?
No. I'm uncomfortable there.
Why are you uncomfortable at St. Vincent de Paul?
I don't like a crowd and I don't like to be around a lot of men.
So it doesn't feel safe for a woman to be at St. Vincent de Paul, would you say, or that's just how you feel?
It's maybe just how I feel.
So you stay near St. Vincent de Paul so you can have access to it, or is it just wherever you kind of get access to?
It's kind of wherever I go, depending on if I'm comfortable in the home or not. If I'm uncomfortable, I'm not going to stay. If I feel like it's any strife coming my way, I'm not going to stay. Yeah, pretty much.
So you follow your gut?
Mm-hmm.
Always listen to your gut. That's your intuition. That's God's way of speaking with you.
Yeah.
You're always going to be safe doing that. And we wish you the best out here, but it's not easy. I'm understanding because during the cold months, it makes it more difficult, correct?
Yeah.
Or would you say the which months are more difficult? Or is it all
The
the
winter
same?
time makes it more difficult. Actually, the cold does make it more difficult because once it's warm, it's more people, it's more resources, more help, easily get to without such a struggle.
But there are resources available throughout the city that will help you. Have you utilized them all? Or is there still some that you haven't uncovered yet?
The only one I know is St. Vincent de Paul.
And the churches?
Yeah, the churches.
What churches have helped you?
The community center is in Washington Park, Illinois, so it's not in St. Louis. I forgot the name of this church up here. I went to it for Bible study. I have been going, and they pray for me a lot. I was going there with Miss Deborah, but where I was staying didn't work out. So, I just stopped going.
So, you haven't experimented or dabbled in any substances or anything like that? That isn't your issue, correct?
Yeah, I actually did start doing drugs. And I started using drugs to stay woke because I had nowhere to go.
Who introduced you to drugs?
Myself, actually. I noticed, like after I got raped, I noticed this certain person, she would stay woke. No, that's what kept her stayed up. And so I decided to do the same thing because I had went to sleep one night and I woke up to being raped.
Wow. How do you mentally cope with being out here? Is it the drugs or like what do you lean on like to stay strong and to stay focused out here?
You only can lean on Jesus. You lean on God. You gotta build your faith back up, and even then,
You plan on getting back in the church?
I do. Even then, your strength will be weak.
I appreciate you, Miss Candice. Thank you.